Hello everyone, this is Super Comic Girl. I'm back with another video. So I do videos several times a week. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you wish to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Oh man. So today is August 1st, 2022, and I kind of wanted to do a first video that covers one particular series and my thoughts about where the series is going and everything like that. And what I'm talking about is DC versus Vampires, which we are officially 7 issues in. The 8th issue is supposedly going to be coming out this week. At least that's what it says on the DC website, and we used to on Amazon and all that type of stuff. We'll just have to see what happens. We'll see if it comes out this week. I really do hope it comes out this week because I really did like the 7th issue of the series, especially how it ended and all that type of stuff and everything. So before I begin, I want to put that there's going to be spoilers in this video. So please, if you have not read any of the issues of DC versus Vampires and you don't want to be spoiled, then, you know. So, at the end, I don't know where it happened, issue 7, but Batman gets killed by Nightwing, and we find out that Nightwing is the new king of the vampires. Now, I was thinking about this. This will be a pretty long video. I was thinking about this as soon as it came out that Nightwing was the vampire king, and he was basically all the vampires were under his command. So, first of all, we know the only reason that Superman was able to be turned was because Batman had hit him with the kryptonite, thing, and he became very weak, and that's how he was able to be turned. So, I kind of figured that was the only reason he was able to get turned. And it's kind of really warped when you see the good guys becoming bad and not caring about humanity. I mean, really going against everything they were raised with, everything that they were taught, and everything that they generally believed in. The bad guys, who generally are out there causing trouble for the heroes, they are the ones that do not want to be enslaved by Nightwing and his gang of vampires. So it really is it's a very interesting turn. They lose, instead of being angry that they were turned into these monsters, they embrace all of the nastiness and depravity and all the stuff that comes with being a vampire. I really did feel bad for the first vampire, the one that oh, I'm gonna go to the Justice League and get help, and finds out that it's too late. So first of all, I kind of get the impression, this is the impression I get, that Nightwing was the one that killed the Vampire Queen. I also suspect that she was the one who turned him. Now, why do I suspect that? Well, out of all the vampires that are there, why is Nightwing the king of the vampires? Why is he the king of the vampires? what makes him so powerful? So, my thought on that is that he was the one who was turned by the Vampire Queen, and he in turn killed her, or maybe she intended to get killed and he took over, all that type of stuff. So so you have this world in which humans are in farms, and they're being farmed for their blood, and this literally is a complete disregard for everything the Justice League represents. So you have the Justice League, who are now, most of them are now blood-sucking vampires who are pure evil. There is nothing good about Wonder Woman and Shazam, and literally, they are absolutely, quintessentially pure evil. And they are led by Nightwing, who is even more evil than even Wonder Woman. So we have this whole thing where the people that are remains of the Justice League, or you have villains like Killer Croc, who is on the side of humanity for obvious reasons, because he doesn't want to be a bloodsucker. Basically, they're going to be, in issue 8, they're going to be going on a road trip to try to get Supergirl into space, where she can be recharged and she can go and she can get the sun back, because we all know that if the vampires who have been enjoying being out during the daytime, the sun ever comes back, they will in fact be destroyed. Now, I really doubt that that they're trying to destroy the sun. That's just my own theory. It's weird. It's like, she was like, are they trying to destroy the sun? Well, they can't destroy the sun, because then their food source will freeze to death. But they also know that if somehow, some way the sun ever came back, their reign would essentially be over. So, yeah, so that is literally their fear. They're always afraid the sun's going to come back out, and their job is to try to keep it from happening. So, on the other spectrum, we have DC versus Vampire Hunters, which is essentially the most popular character to don the costume of Robin. He was bitten by Nightwing. And the thing about it is, his transformation was definitely a lot different. So yes, he has the same kind of weaknesses and strengths that you have in a vampire, but he's not evil. And the reason for this is quite simple. He has complete and absolute loyalty to the Bat family. When he sees that Nightwing has killed Batman, who he considers, his father and all. I don't remember the name of the character who's the most popular version of Robin, but they really ensured that he did not stray away from who he was. So like I said, yes, he is a vampire, but he is not loyal to Nightwing. He is not evil. In fact, he goes and he hunts vampires down, mainly because he's just angry. So he's trying to get to Nightwing to kill him and everything. So in that issue, he has no choice in the matter but to turn Alfred into a vampire. And Alfred, of course, is not loyal to Nightwing. But that could change. Things change and all that. So another series that I picked up last week, as everybody saw in that big comic book haul, was DC vs. Vampire Total War. So this is basically, so Batgirl gets back into Gotham, and she finds out that her father and all of the police have been turned into vampires, and they are not good people anymore, and literally she ends up basically just killing them all, which is really sad because we all know how much she loves her father. So we see that, yes, she's got back into Gotham, but then of course things happen. It was really interesting about now Shazam was turned into a vampire, but because of the conditions that he accepted the role of Shazam, those powers got transferred to Mary, because Mary is a member of the Shazam family, and she's wearing his traditional colors, except of course there's a skirt and everything, and she has all of Shazam's powers. So I'm thinking that the power transferred over to Mary, and she's the new Shazam. But my theory about it is that in issue 8, which is coming up, they're going to go on the road trip, and either they're going to find a way to get Supergirl to some place where she can go off into, or they're going to go somewhere where they know that Superman is not going to be able to find them, or the people are going to find them. But I don't really see the now villains, who used to be heroes, trying to destroy the sun. But, that's just me. But overall, I really enjoy this Elseworld comic series. And in the next video, I'm going to do 2 videos today because I'm not working and my brother's off to work, and you don't have to hear him in the video. I'm going to talk about a movie that came out in 2016 that I am absolutely going to be honest with you, I had never heard of before. I heard of the graphic novel, but I'd never heard of the movie, and I am going to tell you I have not read either the graphic novel or watched the movie, mainly because the graphic novel just was not my cup of tea. And I will tell you about one particular scene that I was kind of like, really? Yeah. But yeah. So I am going to just go to the next video. But overall, like I said, I'm really enjoying the Elseworld series. It's a lot of fun to read. It's really cool to see the DC characters as vampires. But it also really kind of interesting, the idea of concept of like the Elseworld, which is essentially just basically this world that everything is just off and weird and everything. I don't know if Sandman is a member as part of the Elseworld series. I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna have to look. But I'm definitely looking forward to Sandman, and I will be renewing my Netflix subscription just so that I can see Sandman, and I'm going to do a whole video about each, episode. If it's episode format, I don't know. So I will see you guys around. Until next time, nerds, read on. Bye.